Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for being on my podcast today. Thanks for being my guests. It's really cool to see you, Ira, again. And I'm really happy to have your son Hendrix on with us today. And we're going to have a really awesome conversation.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Zach.
So, Ira, you since last we met, right? You're a world traveler, you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman, you're a prior Marine. Like, you've done a bunch of really cool stuff in your life, dude. What's your current venture going on right now? What's the biggest thing you got going on right now?
Yeah, so I've been I like to just keep moving, I guess. But yeah, the latest thing that I'm working on right now is a platform-based business focused on small businesses. We're getting ready to roll out the mobile app version of it. But basically what it does is it connects small businesses and allows them to sell each other's products and earn commissions from it. So what we do is, if you see over my shoulder, you see the actual kiosk right back here. We take this kiosk and we place it in places like gyms or other types of retail locations and make it easy for grab and go retail. But from the kiosk, their customers are able to also order other products and services. So if they want to order like healthy meal prep, order something from the online store, it's basically drop shipping services and products. The customer gets it, and then that location that hosts the kiosk gets a small commission from everything they sell. That's not what they sell. They get to sell their products and services from it, and they get it, but then they earn commissions from everything. The idea is to build that network of small businesses that work together that help serve the customer.
So would I be correct in saying that this is like, it would almost, and I might be making a new term here, like a fourth party vending machine?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of like what the actual like terms usually is. It's a platform-based business that it's a multi-sided marketplace.
Okay.
So it's like you have the vendors, you have the retailers, and you have the customers.
Right.
We also work with distributors to make it extra complicated to be able to reorder retail products. So it's a multi-sided marketplace, and it just kind of helps everyone connect up.
Okay. So for the layman like me,
yeah,
that makes sense in my head to say fourth party vending machine. So how long has this been going on for you? Like, I know that you've got like 6 degrees in business and doing stuff. Like, how long has this been your thing?
Yeah. So right after the Marine Corps, I went into my to an MBA program at University of Arizona, and me and my co-founder met up, and we came up with this rough idea. And it was a really crappy idea. It was a vending machine that sold pre and post supplements, like workout supplements.
Okay.
And so that started back in late 2016, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, late 2016. And it was in our last class, our last assignment. We came up with this kind of rough idea. We presented it. We got an A on the paper, but then we started playing around with it. And anytime you work on an idea, it gets changed in variations and the feedback you get going on. So since then, we've been doing that process. And we've been officially launched and officially live for a year now. So we actually have customers. We actually have people that we're connecting. We're actually having customers that use our product, that use the service. And then we have end-using customers that create accounts on our platform and everything. So it's been officially live for a year, a little bit over a year now.
Awesome. So. And in that year, how many businesses is your kiosk in?
Yeah, so we have 25 locations, and we're mainly focused on, it's funny in COVID now, we mainly focused on boutique fitness gyms to put the kiosk in. We focus on health and fitness.
Okay.
And now with COVID, of course, all gyms are closed still in Arizona.
Right.
So that was a huge hit, but that was what we focused on. And then we connected them with other vendor services, like meal prep was an easy first one to do. Some other type of products like supplements that you can order online. That's we work with some companies that way to be able to offer their products online. So we're just now starting to really get that traction. And now, with COVID, everyone's suffering and trying to figure out how to get their business to work. But we're making some pretty good moves now too as well.
Cool. So when you say boutique gyms, you're not meaning Planet Fitness or Gold's. You're talking smaller places.
Yeah.
And I don't dare say mom and pop because you say mom and pop and the end consumer automatically thinks that it's just some small place that's been in the family for 30 years, you know, that isn't really doing much, right?
Yeah, no, we're focused on those CrossFit type gyms where the community is really strong and the owners are, you know, go-getters. Like sometimes these owners have a day job and then they have a gym too.
Right.
And a lot of them, the ones that I work with, they want to do their gym full-time if they have 2 jobs, but they just can't swing it yet. You know, with this whole COVID, it's really put everyone on their head. But what our focus is allow us to serve your community, the community that they build, increase your sales, and hopefully retain your customers better, and help you offer everything that your customers want. And so what we do is we do that connection part. Like we give the tools and then we connect businesses.
Cool. And you're in the greater Phoenix area, greater Mesa area. Where are you primarily at? So
we're right now we're all over the Phoenix Valley area, and we just opened up a few locations in Tucson.
Okay.
So Tucson's about 140 miles south of us.
Right.
And so we're just starting to open up that market a little bit. And it's been good experience because we're being able to see, okay, when we're not right there with the customer, how do we make this work and give the same level to that customer, to that gym or the end using customer. And we're able to kind of test that out now. Cool.
Like I remember seeing your initial posts on Facebook and seeing you really work through this. It was really fun to see a buddy work hard and really start to succeed. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm really intrigued and interested, and I hope you do really, really well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been, I would say, the whole journey of coming up with an idea and I don't know, just keeping at it has taught me more about like faith than any amount of like religious study. Like the idea that you have a concept in your head and you might not be able to even explain it very well to anybody, but you have it in your head and you keeping at it and like figuring out how to make it work, like the frustrations and all that, but like has taught me more about the concept of faith and manifesting something that you really think about. Like it's taught me more than that than anything else. So the journey has been fun and frustrating and horrible and wonderful and exciting all at once. So I'm glad that you've been able to follow it a little bit.
All the emotions wrapped in one.
Oh, everything.
Well, hey, I wish you the best of luck in that. Like, that's really, really amazing. Sorry, my kids are deciding to come in. We'll edit that out in post, hopefully.
Yeah, right.
So your little man right next to you, his name's Hendrix, and he's got kind of a similar deal, right? Hendrix, how old are you, dude?
I am 10 years old.
10 years old. And you have been begging your dad, like every other 10-year-old on the planet, to be a YouTube star. You wanted to set up a YouTube channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And originally, when you approached your dad and you said, hey, I want to do YouTube, what was the plan?
The plan was mostly to do video games on my YouTube channel before.
Okay. I'm going to pause us for just a second.
Yeah, no worries.
So video games, like a bunch of other little kids, right? What video games do you play?
I mostly play Roblox, Fortnite, and Call of Duty Ancient Warfare now.
Boy, you sound a lot like my kids. So I've got a 10-year-old little girl and a 7-year-old little boy and a 3-year-old little boy, and they all play Roblox all the time, and they love watching YouTube tutorials and watching gamers play their games. However, if I know your dad right, he's a productive dude. He's not having you just play video games for a living, right?
Yeah.
So when you approached him with this idea most recently, what was the idea? What was the plan?
So I didn't really come up with the idea. My mom did, but I started the business. My mom came up with the idea a long time ago when my dad was in the military, and my mom and dad didn't have that much money. So my mom went to yard sales and bought something cleaned it off and everything, and then sold it for more online.
Yo, so flipping culture is really, really cool. That for real. So I grew up incredibly poor. Ira can tell you a little bit about that. Um, so I love garage sailing, and I love finding, old gold from somebody's basement. And so really cool. So the idea there was you're gonna find stuff at garage sales and you're gonna flip it. So how did the idea come about that you were going to turn this into a YouTube thing?
So the idea was that I was gonna make a YouTube channel, and then so I can help a lot of people make more money, especially during this COVID thing.
Cool. So do you guys, I'm sure Ira's heard of him. Have you ever heard of Gary Vaynerchuk?
Gary
No.
V, yeah.
Gary V. Okay.
No.
Your dad's really familiar with him. He knows what's up. Talk to your dad about Gary V.
Okay.
Now your dad's going to have to screen a lot of his content because he swears
right. I
a lot.
have to get all the stuff that was edited.
yeah. If you can find some edited stuff, Gary Vaynerchuk talks a lot about flipping culture, and he posts videos all the time, especially now during the summer, of him garage sailing. The dude's a multi-gazillionaire, right? He's an entrepreneur. He's a speaker. He's a venture capitalist. I mean, the guy does stuff with money, right? But here's this dude who is Scrooge McDuck swimming in his money bin, and he goes out and he goes garage sailing and he finds stuff and he turns around and makes profit on it. So his latest thing is sports cards, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is sports cards. So Ira, when you and I were growing up, finding, Topps baseball cards,
Right.
it's awesome, right?
And now I'm trying to find out, I have a bunch of old baseball cards that I still haven't pulled out of a thing. And I should really just go through and just try to sell them all.
Yeah. Right. Who knows what stuff you have in a box sitting in the attic or the basement.
It's just worth money right now.
That is worth money right now. I mean, who knows if you've got some rookie Ken Griffey card sitting in a box, right?
Oh,
that's been collecting dust for 15 years. Who knows?
Fantastic.
Who knows, right?
Yeah, I want to try to look around for it.
Yeah.
So Hendrix, right now you've got a YouTube channel, right? Do you have a name for it?
Yeah, it's Kidapreneur.
Kidapreneur. Kidapreneur. Okay. So I'll make sure to put that in the show notes once we post, and I'll put a link to your YouTube channel, and that way people can check you out. How's that sound, dude?
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your story really drew me in. I was super excited to see a kiddo be like, I want to make money. I want to do something productive. And having your dad coach you, if I know him, you're doing all the work. He's just telling you and guiding you more than anything else.
I say I'm his consultant. He's one of my clients as a consultant.
There we go. So what have you done so far with your channel?
So what I've done so far with my channel is just showing the people what I sold already and telling them how they can do it.
Okay. And what videos do you have planned for the future? Where would you like to see yourself 50 videos from now?
I would like to see myself making more money and having some merch.
Okay.
And I would like to have some school groups in schools.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've kind of talked about it, and the idea of having kidapreneur groups in schools where they can kind of have their own little clubs.
Yeah.
And try to figure out, okay, well, how do you, if you want to do a lemonade stand, how do you do that? If you want to mow lawns, what's the best way to do it and how to get going with it.
That's awesome, dude. Do you have any friends that are interested, or have anybody that wants to do what you're doing because you're doing it now?
No, not yet, because COVID is here and everything. And barely anyone knows about it except for one of my cousins.
Okay. Well, as soon as we get this posted, we're going to change that, buddy. We're going to get you some hits and get you some views and likes.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So with YouTube, like, Ira, are you doing anything with YouTube right now?
What I've mainly been using YouTube for is I'll make like videos about what I'm doing. I use it as just a kind of a way to practice. I don't expect to get many views from it, but I've also used YouTube as to show how-to videos for the software.
Okay.
For both like users and clients. And then I'll be able to post that into our website and also send it to them like, oh, this is how you set up that. And then that way I don't have to keep re-explaining how to do something on it. I could just send the link.
Right.
So that's what I've been kind of using YouTube for. I haven't really started any like podcasts or videos like that or anything like that.
Okay. So Hendrix, the original idea for this stemmed from your mom, right?
Yeah.
And how long ago was that?
About when I was born.
Okay.
It's been going for a while.
You've been doing garage sailing and flipping stuff for a while.
Well, mainly his mom's been the kind of, she's the yard sailing queen. Like she'll go around, she'll find deals. She'll know exactly what price to buy something for because she knows approximately her profit margin and all that. And she's been, ever since like we got married, that's what she's been doing. She's like the deals queen.
So really I should have her on instead of you.
Right? She's a better entrepreneur than any of us. But what she's been able to do is kind of teach Hendrix on what things to look at and then what to pay for it. And so he's been able to get a lot of information from her. Yeah.
So Hendrix, treat me like a dummy. What are some tips that I could use to go to a garage sale and find something super awesome and say, hey, I might be able to turn this around and make a few bucks?
So some tips are to first you gotta earn money. So how you earn money is basically like doing stuff for other people, like mowing their lawn or doing stuff like that. I do a lot of chores with my mom and dad and my grandma.
Okay.
Like cleaning up the house and taking out the trash and all that. And then I get money for that. And then when you have enough money, you can go to a garage sale, then buy something, and then you can sell it for more.
And what type of things should you look for to buy? What type of things have you bought before that's been good?
The first thing I have ever bought is free plastic shelves for garages. And I got that for $20 and I was able to sell it for $50.
That's cool. And what made, when you saw those plastic shelves, what made you think that you could make money off of them?
I didn't really think that. That was my mom.
She was this is what you should buy, this is what you shouldn't buy thing.
Yeah.
Like she knew the market. She knew what demand was for everything, like washers and all that. But she mainly like really got into it when we were in the Marine Corps. She would, whenever, in the military, people move all the time.
Oh yeah.
And so sometimes they would sell their washers and dryers for almost nothing. Or
right.
Sometimes they would just leave it and just leave. And she would come in there and snatch them up for almost nothing. And then as people moved in, she'd just sell them for, a reasonable price, and people would buy it because it's easier. And that's where, she got down. So she knew, she knows what people buy at yard sales and what they'll buy online for a price. And she just helps him and kind of consults him like, all right, here's what you do. But now he's getting better at it. And now he's starting to be able to spot out his own stuff of like, okay, this is what I need to buy. And this is what price point I should pay.
So what are some of the things that really draw your eye when you go to a garage sale, that you walk up to a garage sale and you say, I know I'm going to look for these things?
What things do you look for at garage sales that you know that you want to buy?
What I know what I want to buy are mostly bikes. I like to buy bikes and then I sell them for more because just a little bit ago on my YouTube channel, I showed people how to, I found a bike, a beach cruiser, and I showed people how to sell it.
Cool.
On my YouTube channel.
That's
What
awesome.
other types of stuff that you buy? What about toys? Have you been successful buying toys?
I never bought a toy.
You did
Never buy
one toy,
toys?
remember?
What,
Yeah, tell about that.
One time I wasn't when I was One time when I was starting, I had no idea what to buy, and some dude was lying to me, and he was saying that this was an electric scooter, but it was an actual regular broken scooter. And so I bought it for like $15, and I got nothing out of it. I had to throw it away.
oh, what a bust.
Yeah.
And that happens, huh? That happens every once in a while. You buy it, you take the risk, and sometimes the risk isn't worth the reward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Hendrix, what do you have a link, or how do I find your YouTube channel, buddy?
Search.
You just go on YouTube, and then you press search, and then you type in kid-a-preneur.
Kid-a-preneur. You've practiced that line a few times, haven't you, buddy?
Yep.
That's awesome. Hey, I'm super stoked for you, and I'm really, really proud of you. And I hope you can make $1 million next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ira, I know you've got websites and stuff. What do you have, buddy?
Yeah. So right now it's getampedpro.com. And we're actually in the process of changing the name, but we will be changing the name soon to Ardor.
Okay.
So it's either getampedpro.com or it will be myardor.com. And what people will be able to do is they can request more information about getting the platform in their retail establishment, or with the mobile app that we're rolling out, we're going to make it easy for people to have at-home businesses where they are able to list their products, sell their products, and build a customer base with the actual mobile app. And the mobile app will be called Ardor. So you'll be able to find that on the mobile app store really soon. We're hopefully going to get it out this next week in our beta form. And then over time, we'll have more and more features that we're rolling out for it.
Okay. I see you wearing the shirt. Is that the logo that's going to be on your app?
This will be the new logo and name. So it's a little backwards, but it's Ardor. And
Okay.
Ardor means passion or excitement. I think Portuguese, it means like burning or something.
Okay.
And basically it's because the passion and excitement of small businesses is, what really drives us, being able to give them solutions to their business problems and helping them grow their customer base.
Hey, that's really awesome. And I wish you the best success. I hope you make 10 million in the next year.
Yeah, me too. That'd be great.
Hey, thanks for being my guest today. And I really appreciate you coming on and being with me.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's been great.
Thank you.